Okay, guys, this is Cheese. I want to provide an update, and actually, this video is about preparation, following guidance from Jesus for your future. As trouble, the time of distress is really coming to this nation. The economic collapse is really coming, and you can see the signs. You can start see the signs of what is happening, what things are unfolding. The prices are rising on goods. Inflation, hyperinflation is starting to kick in, and it will only get worse. It's not going to get better, and it's not going to be temporary. This will be the beginning of the end, the trouble, the tribulation. Jesus told me He's continuing to guide me on what to do, what to prepare, what to get, and what not to get. As I'm living in this shed, He's guiding me specifically in regards to working on my bikes, my bicycles. I have total of 3 bicycles and a scooter. I have 4 different transportations. I'm rich. I'm wealthy. And these are nice bikes. Jesus wants me to go tubeless tires on all of my bikes. All of it. That old bike right there, Riley M80 mountain bike, is just regular tubed tires. So is that one, and so is this one. All these are tubed tires, the traditional, conventional type of tires that you see on the street every day. Those are no good, because when the trouble comes, you're not going to be able to keep up with maintaining your bicycles because you're going to get too many flats. The tires, the tubes will not be able to handle it because a lot of people will be going through wealth transfer, and you're not going to be able to afford to keep your car because things will come up and you just won't be able to keep up. You won't be able to afford it. You won't be able to drive it because you're gonna run into other critical situations where you will need the money to buy something else that are more urgent. There's a lot of trouble coming, guys. If you start preparing like bicycles, Jesus is telling me to go tubeless because they are virtually fail-proof, puncture-proof, because they have a sealant inside the tires, and whenever you get puncture, whenever you go through spikes, metal particles, broken glasses, nails, all sorts of things, when it punctures, it fixes it by itself. As the tire rolls, the fluid, the sealant inside the tire, will seal that puncture immediately. So you don't even have to do anything. As you ride it, it fixes it itself. That's why you won't notice countless number of flats that tubeless bicycle riders get. They don't even realize how many flats they got over the years. And it just keeps going. All you have to do is just fill up the sealant. Refill the sealant maybe once a year or a couple of times a year. Anyways, he wants me to upgrade, make all the bikes tubeless, except for this one, this nice Canyon mountain bike. My Canyon Exceed CF7 high performance race mountain bike comes with tubeless. They already came tubeless. It's a very nice bike. So he's having me buy parts that I need to prepare to convert all these bikes into tubeless tires. And Jesus gave me clue, guidance on what to do, how to convert to tubeless. A lot of people will make good use of this. They're not going to be able to keep up with regular tube tires because you're going to have to be using your bicycle to haul stuff, go to different places, use a trailer to carry groceries and jugs of water and bunch of other stuff, heavy stuff. Need to prepare now, because if you don't, if you just live the way the world has been going, if you continue to just live the worldly ways, worldly life, you're gonna run into serious trouble later, because you'll be caught off guard, and you will not be able to handle the situation that are coming, troubles that are coming. If you prepare now, getting your bicycle set up ready, and get your scooters purchased and get it ready, and then you are ready. You will have backup transportation. Jesus told me to go tubeless on my scooter too. Right now it's tubed, so I'll be doing that. Jesus wants me to. He said he wants me to specifically upgrade my main bike as well. This is my main toy. He wants me to upgrade the chain, even though the chain is fine. Mechanically, it is fine. There's no problems, but there's some cosmetic flaws that Jesus knows that what I don't like and what I like. He knows you inside out, everything about you. He understands your situation, your heart, what's in your heart, and what you like. He wants me to go ahead and upgrade the chain for this bike. The chain cost $100, $80 to around $80. Top of the line Campanolo Super Record 12-speed chain. It's like a jewelry. And not a normal chain you see on the street outside. He wants me to upgrade the whole drivetrain, the cassettes, the hub set, both rear and front. That's gonna run me about $1,000, and that is for me to do it myself. I'll be replacing the hub, upgrading the hub, and reuse the rim and the spokes. So I will be just swapping out the hubs on my own. I will be rebuilding the wheels myself. Jesus told me to do that. He told me that I will be getting a truing stand for the wheel building, and I will do it myself. I have done it already before. I have built my own wheel there, that road bike, rear wheel. I rebuilt it myself. It's shown in one of my old videos. So I'll be doing that. I'll be replacing this bottle cage with black carbon fiber. Everything else will be left alone. Nothing else will be upgraded, but it will be mainly the drivetrain, except for the crankset. Crankset is fine. It'll be just the chain, the cassette, the hub set, and the fork. High performance RockShox seat fork, which is much better than this one. So my bike will turn into a super bike. This bike will be handed over to my dad. This mountain bike, he's preparing me to set it up for my dad, for him to use, because my parents are really coming. They're coming over next to my shed. They don't know about it. They don't know, because they don't know what's coming. They're not ready. But Jesus told me that it will get so bad enough that they will have no choice but to leave their homes, abandon their homes, because they won't be able to afford it, their house. And they will need some sort of a transportation. That tells me that they won't even be able to afford their cars. It will be that bad. So Jesus told me to build a bike ready for my dad. He already had me the pedals set up for my dad. I don't care for those pedals. They're ugly. But he told me to get that particular one. It's a heavy duty stuff. He told me to replace the shocks because these shocks make squeaky noise. It's rusted. It's no good. And I will be transferring the chain from this bike, this current chain, over to that bike. And it will have a nice tubeless tires, high quality tubeless tires that are durable, name brand ones, and they're expensive, and it will last for a long time. This bike will be pretty much just a tire upgrade. That's about it. And he told me that I can go ahead and buy aero bar for the handlebar so that I can rest my arms for high-speed riding. Other than that, that's about it. Scooter, he's telling me to upgrade. I can go ahead and upgrade the controllers. Right now, this scooter comes with little baby controllers. They're way underpowered. So he's having me go with a 100 amp controller and run it in single drive instead of dual drive, instead of dual motor. It'll be single motor, rear wheel drive, just like a sports car. It will have 100 amp. We're talking some serious power. It'll run like a motorcycle, super fast. It'll be equipped with sine wave controller, much better than the traditional BLDC type square wave controllers. So I'll be doing all that modification here, and I'm gonna make a tutorial on that too in one of my other channels. Yeah, we're talking a lot of money spending here, and I'm gonna go over on shopping list. I'm on a shopping spree with Jesus. He's guiding me what to buy. Okay guys, now I'm gonna show you the shopping list. Starting with Amazon. Here. Right now my cart shows $1,340 and counting. Jesus told me to go ahead and get these ring terminal connectors, battery wire lug, pure copper heavy duty for installing, connecting the controller inside my scooter for modification. I will be needing copper ones because we're talking a lot of current going through those electronics. This is the cassette that I was talking about for my Canyon mountain bike. It's a top of the line SRAM cassette, the rear cogs, 12 speed, super high quality, super strong and lightweight. It's built for racing. $449. That's the top of the line. And here's for the hub for my Canyon mountain bike, SRAM XO 32-hole front hub. It's for the front and for the rear. It's got super smooth rolling mechanism inside, makes the drive to run very smooth and with minimal resistance. These are very good ones and built strong and sturdy, reliable, durable, and high performing. That right there, these two hubs run you over $500. He said, do get the wax. I know all this sounds crazy, but Jesus told me to get it. He said it's okay, and he would like me to get Megar's Gold Class Carnauba yellow spray wax instead of the regular liquid wax that I use. He wants me to get this one because it would be a lot easier, cleaner job waxing my bicycles. Jesus knows that I like waxing my bicycles. He knows that. He wants me to use that instead because this will be a lot cleaner. It won't leave residue when you wax and buff off. This is the truing stand for building bicycle wheels. I'll be getting this one to rebuild my wheels, my hubs for my Canyon mountain bike, both front and back. This is a USB cable, micro USB charger for high amperage, high output electric current for QC 3.0 fast charging. Very, very critical item because I'll be needing this to charge my power banks, the batteries that I will show you in a few moments. Because this will allow you to charge your large capacity battery power bank faster. And it also charges your devices faster too. Especially useful when you run it off the power generator because you don't have reliable, you can't run the generator all day because it consumes too much gas. So I need something that is very efficient and effective, something that is able to draw more power so that I can charge my battery faster. He said get that, and this is for the cable, the charging unit, wall charger, USB 3 amp charger, 3 pieces and 3 cables. This is the Stan's no tube start tool. This is the puncture repair tool for your tubeless tires. For the punctures that are huge, the big ones that can't be fixed on its own, the sealant, you use this to repair, to plug up your tires, to plug up the hole. Very good stuff. It works. Especially will be useful in the time of distress. This is the bimetal arbored hole saw. I will need this to drill a hole on my scooter on the side deck because there's no hole for me to run the big wires through from controller to the battery because the controller will be so big it will not fit inside the scooter box in the deck. So I have to drill a hole to run the plugs and wires through it. This is a 1.5 inch drill. The more power tools. This is the drill bit for the drive. What do you call it? The impact driver. DeWalt 20 volt max XR impact driver, which is a good, reliable, heavy duty stuff. 1/4 inch hex shank drive, which will work with this drill bits. These are titanium drill bits, heavy duty stuff from Makita. I will need a battery for it to charge my drill, the charger, the impact driver, and the DeWalt IR guide, drive guide. This will be very useful when you screw in your long screws into lumber, into wood or any materials using your impact driver. I will need that for propane gas tank. USB, I need more cables, more and more cables because it is important to get high quality, high performance USB cables because they're not normal junk cables that come with your phones, your mobile devices. These transfer more current through it. allows you to charge your devices faster. That's why these are so critical in the time of troubles. In the time of tribulation, these high performance cables will do much good. Super duper mega important. A lot of people overlook these things, but this is probably one of the most important things of all things. Cables. And there are more stuff that I will be needing, but I won't be able to buy all these things at once because it's too much money. I can't afford it. There's $2,000 stimulus check coming. The fourth stimulus checks is at the door. It's around the corner. It will come any moment from now. It's very soon. And after that, there will be monthly recurring checks. And that's when I'll be able to afford to buy the rest of the stuff in my list, in my shopping list. Here's the Campanolo chain that I was talking about for upgrading my mountain bike. The chain, this one. Campanolo Super Record 12-speed chain. It's super lightweight, super strong, super smooth. It's built for racing. And this is designed for road racing bicycles used by Tour de France racers. I'll be putting this on my mountain bike. Jesus told me this, as crazy as it sounds, and fall out of stretch, like ridiculous. It is not to God. It is not to God at all. Jesus told me, you can get that one and that it will work. It will work with my mountain bike. So I'll be putting this on, and he knows that I like this chain. And I'll tell you more reasons why. Why he's allowing me to get these things when it seemingly seems to be at the wrong time to be doing these things. Because people are supposed to be preparing for future, for what is to come, for the troubles that are coming. But Jesus told me that there is a room for me to do something else, like upgrading my stuff to what I like. And here's super important. Jesus told me to go ahead and get these items. The power bank, the battery power bank will be very important, because the ones you buy from online stores, most of them power battery packs, power banks, are made in China. They're not reliable. The battery performance is horrible. They can't handle load. The battery gets drained fast and almost virtually worthless in very cold weather. Just imagine when you live in a shed or tent during tribulation. Temperature is going to get down to below freezing point. Those batteries will not be able to handle it. They will die on you immediately and it will become useless. But there are certain batteries that you can actually make good use of it, that are least affected by super cold weather. Especially the Samsung batteries, lithium-ion 18650 Samsung batteries or LG batteries. They are well known, they have reputation to be reliable, and they withstand from super cold temperatures way below freezing point. They hold charge well, they handle load better, and they last longer. They have longer lifespan, and you can actually make good use of them between charges to charge your devices. Jesus told me to get this LG MJ1 18650 batteries from AliExpress, because you can get them cheap. They only cost $2 per battery. If you try to get it from the online stores local in America, they will rip you off.
because of now inflation, the battery prices have gone up by 200%. A battery that used cost a single piece of battery that used to cost $4 or $5 is now $9, almost twice the cost. Prices are going up, guys. But you can get these. They imported from Korea. It does just because you're buying this from Chinese affiliated stores doesn't mean that they're Chinese. These are original LG MJ1 batteries. Jesus told me to be at rest that these are the good ones. And these are the original, not the fake batteries. So I'm going to be getting a couple of these two sets, 20 pieces. For now, I will need to get more for my parents for the future. But I need these and the battery case, charging case, the quick charge 3.0 version, the one that charges fast. I will be getting two of those, 20 pieces of those, and few other items like the brake pads for my scooter, all the stuff that you'll be needing. So back to the shopping. Currently, we are on a shopping spree with God. I'm not the only one. I guarantee you. If you seek God and you hear God, if you can hear God, God will help you, guide you, prepare you what to do. Right now is a season of preparation. We gotta start preparing now. Because if you don't prepare now, you won't be able to buy these items because it's gonna cost too much. The value of the dollar will be so little, less than a worth of a penny. You won't be able to buy most of the stuff because they will be so expensive. Not only that, you will go broke because of wealth transfer, because a lot of money will disappear from our bank accounts, and we will stop receiving retirement funds. So just imagine how bad it's gonna get, and the property tax is gonna go skyrocket. You're not gonna be able to afford rent, apartment rent, or mortgages. That's why you gotta start preparing now. It will be especially helpful if you seek God first, because He will guide you. Even if you can't hear Him right now, He will still help you so that He can get you at least in the right direction. And He will work your way up so that you can be able to hear Him. Because when seeking God is the most important thing, and surrendering to Him, because He will take care of you. He will give you what you need, what is good for you, for your future, and for His kingdom. But as far as the upgrade goes for my bicycle, like these expensive items, this sounds all crazy, you know? I mean, think about it. $450 for a cassette, for those chain rings, and over $500 for the hubs. Are you crazy? You must be out of your freaking mind. That's what people respond. The people, the normal people. If they know that trouble is coming, and for the economic collapse, do you think they're gonna feel that they feel reasonable to get these items? Why spend over $500 on just hubs, and $100 on a chain, and another $500 for a cassette for your bicycle, when you can get a whole bicycle for $300? Doesn't it make sense? That is the worldly ways, guys. This is not. When people think it's the opposite. When people think that I'm going the worldly ways. It's not. I'm telling you guys, you gotta follow Jesus because He will show you. He will give you things that you want, that you like, because this is about His mission, uh, about having you perform to complete the mission that He has planned for you. Because these things will give you strength, whatever you like. It may be whatever your toys, whatever you like. Okay? Jesus gives you strength by giving you toys, like the way the parents make up to their babies to make them happy, to stop them from crying. What happens when you give them toys? The babies stop crying and start smiling and laughing. It's the exact same way. I'm telling you, Jesus told me that. He gives you strength. That's how important, because when God gives you toys, even regardless how bad the time is, how bad the economy is, it doesn't matter. It's really about between you and God. That's what it boils down to. Okay, you gotta look at it in different perspective. You gotta adapt to God's perspective, because His perspective is way different than ours. He knows that if He gives you toys, you will heal your mind, your pain, your sorrow, your anger will heal, and it will give you strength to stand up, get back up, and go about doing good, listening to God, yielding to God, obeying God, doing all the things that God is guiding you to do. That's how important it is to Him. Because it allows you to bear good fruit that you don't even notice, that you don't even realize what kind of fruit that you are bearing. You have no idea. It will be measured so heavily, so detailedly in heaven by God, that are bearing good fruit is much more valuable to His kingdom than anything else. So God giving you these things is merely like giving you a paycheck, handing out paycheck to employees. Do the employees work for their bosses without getting paid, with getting no money? No, nobody will work. You gotta pay them money, paycheck, so they can do the work. It's the same way. Jesus has no problem taking out a couple $1,000 out of His wallet and give it to you, to buy you things that you like. Ones that He finds suitable, appropriate, ones that are the right candidate for you. He doesn't give you everything, because there are certain things that He does not want you to get, because it will have a negative impact on you for your future, for the spiritual growth, for His kingdom. But there are some other items that He allows you to get. For me, these bicycle components that He allows for me specifically, to give me strength so that I can bear more fruit, working for God's kingdom, which can be anything, by the way. So it is so important to Him. He has no problem dishing out a couple $1,000 when you can bear fruit that is worth $60 million or 500 or $50 billion or even $1 trillion to His kingdom. You see the difference? You invest $2,000 to get $50 billion? Think about that. That's how God measures. That's how God sees things that people that don't even know of. That's why you gotta seek God, because He knows what's best for you, and He will give you strength. And Jesus also told me that's why Jesus told me not to run away from Him. Don't be afraid of him. Don't don't think that God is heartless, ruthless, merciless king that make you work to death like a slave and get no pay or no toys, no presents. God is not like that. Jesus is trying to tell me to tell others that he wants you to come to him, surrender to him, because he's not a bad God. He's not a harsh, ruthless king. By coming to surrendering to God, he will give you what you like to keep you in strength, to serve him, to live for him. That's what it is. That's what this is about. I wanted to share that. Jesus told me to share that. It's super, super, super duper important. And at the same time, I'm preparing. Jesus sees, he knows what's coming and how things will unfold, and that you will be taken care of. So you have nothing to worry about. As long as you rely on God, seeking God, and follow his guidance on a daily basis, you'll be fine. No matter how bad the tribulation gets, no matter how bad, how desperate it can get, it becomes, you'll be fine. All right, Jesus bless you.